Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. So we are here with Destiny 2, and the game's been out for almost 2 weeks, and I just wanted to finally release a video of all the exotics that I have, and some that I'm actually using to complement my Sentinel build. First thing I want to show you guys is, if you didn't have a chance yet, and I know with the time zone difference, some folks already, it might be too late, but Zer's actually at the Watcher's Grave over at Nessus. And I highly recommend paying him a visit because there's a couple items that you can obtain that are really good right now for the Titan, and we'll check them out. Alright, so let's recap what Zer has. So he has the Merciless, which is a fusion rifle. For 29 shards you can purchase this item. The Dual Fang Pauldron, which I highly recommend for the Sentinel build for the Titan. You got the Radiant Flux for the Hunter. For the Warlock you have the Wings of Sacred Dawn. Alright, so for 29 legendary shards, we're going to pick up this fusion rifle, and we're going to explain that along with other exotics that we currently have in the video. Now, we just want to quickly point out that there are no longer strange coins in the game, so that is not the currency used to buy items from Zer. Destiny made it concise and simple for everyone to use legendary shards to upgrade for infusions and also to purchase the items. So be ready to grind for legendaries to break down, or exotics that you might not want. But at this point in the game, I highly recommend holding on to all your exotics because you don't know what subclass you're eventually going to keep. And also you might want to try out a different character that might have a subclass that better suits their playstyle. Alright, so this video was recorded a few days ago, so disregard the power level. But I want to quickly point out that this helmet here is called Mask of the Quiet One. And this is awesome if you're using the Sentinel build. So this is all for Void. And if you look over at the perks, you have the Mobility Enhancement mod, the Restorative mod, and the Dreaded Visage, which grants melee, grenade, class ability energy with damage. Void ability kills grants more health regeneration. And if you look over at the lore, it gives you some history about the mask, and it also explains the design behind it. Now next up, we're going to take a look at the ACDO feedback fence, which you can obtain through the story mode. This gauntlet here has a furry conductor, which basically allows you to unleash extra energy when doing a melee attack. It could be explosive, and if you're using a Sentinel build and you like to do a lot of melee encounters, this might be a good gauntlet for you. And again, with the lore, it explains how the active contact defense system uses Warsat hull material to store retaliatory charge. So a little interesting explanation there as to why it does an explosion upon the melee hit. Pretty cool stuff, and I do like the fact that they added that inside of the game versus before where you had to go to the website to read everything. So this is also a good addition. Now next up is the Dual Fang Pauldron, which is insane. They look awesome. And if you add that shader I have right there, they look really sick. Nice little glistening. Alright, so for the Horns of Doom, the Shield Bash melee kills recharge the Shield Throw. Melee ability kills recharge the Sentinel Shield Super. So if you're using the Captain America Super, these are the gauntlets to have equipped. Then this also can be obtained from the campaign mission. You have a choice of these Doom Fang Pauldrons and the ACDO, along with another item I can't really recall at the moment, but those are your options inside the campaign, along with the Actium War Rig, which is a chest piece option inside the campaign as well. Now, as far as the weapons, you can choose the Graviton Lance, which is the pulse rifle, and that's what I decided to use. And as far as the perks, it has an ability called Black Hole. So the third shot of a burst rips a hole through space-time, doing high damage and recoil falls off. In the campaign, you have a choice of getting the Graviton Lance, the Sunshot, or the Wrist Runner. So be sure to pick up the weapon that best suits your playstyle, because these guns are also amazing in PvP when you're playing Crucible or competitive. The next gun we have is the Cold Heart, and let's take a look at this bad boy. So it's a trace rifle, the only gun of its type in the game, and in order to infuse it, you need to use an auto rifle. So it has a cold fusion powered laser that locks onto the target and does more damage the longer it's locked on. It leverages liquid fuel veins as self-cooling to keep onboard projection generated at biting sub-zero temperatures. So the gun is cold. No pun intended. Definitely recommend using it if you pre-ordered the game. because it's going to be a nice one to use in PvP. So next up is the Merciless, which is a fusion rifle which has conserved momentum. So basically non-lethal hits will allow you to speed up the charging rate until you get a kill. So it gives you an incentive to continue shooting, and if you don't get a kill on the spot, know that your charge rate is going to increase. And if you read the bio, it explains that as well. Alright, so next up we have some exotic leg armor, which is called the Peacekeepers. So it reloads, stows submachine guns and allows you to ready them instantly. Now, based on a tip that I received from one of my buddies, Divine, he mentioned that this gun works very well with the Mida mini tool, which I'll be doing a video later in the week to show you guys how to get that gun as well. Now, if you look at the armor, it does look pretty sick. Has nice emblems on the side. So if you're into the cosmetics, definitely a nice piece of leg armor. Now, if you read the bio as well, it gives you a good explanation as to the design. As always, they give you good description and some cool storyline to it as well. And this is a screenshot of the Mida mini tool, submachine gun. Again, works very well with the Peacekeepers. And folks, look forward to that video. We are going to get that gun sometime this weekend or even early in the week. So it's going to be a nice little tutorial video. Hope you guys will enjoy it. So the last exotic weapon we're going to feature is the Wardcliffe Coil Rocket Launcher. A lot of people calling it the Gallahorn 2.0. It's pretty sick. It has the Mad Scientist, which is a weapon fires a volley of rockets. This gun is amazing in PvE. I don't know about it in PvP because it's a little random with the rockets. But folks, if you have it, then definitely give it a try. So folks, that's it. Those are the exotic armors that I picked up since the launch of Destiny. Again, the game's been out a little less than 2 weeks, and for the most part, the exotic drops are pretty fair. We got a good assortment, as you see. The only thing that I need is an exotic chest armor, so I definitely want to try to grind, the Crucible and Strikes to see if we can get one. I essentially want to be able to get raid ready so that we can stream it for you guys to watch and drop a video with some highlights. So as always, folks, appreciate the support. If it's your first time checking out the video, then definitely hit that like button so I know you guys appreciate the content. And definitely hit the subscribe button for future updates for Destiny 2 and other great games that we cover on this channel. As always, folks, appreciate the support. Peace out.